Hi kids, how's it going? I'm Leah McFly from McFly World and I welcome you. I'm out here in Mexico and I have a partner, Miss Fancy Flo, where learning with us will be sure to grow. And we just started our YouTube channel beginning of March, and this week we'll be dropping our fourth video, or we will have dropped it already. So if you guys have not looked and subscribed, liked our videos, check them out because we have numbers, which is in English and French, and we have one about fruits and veggies, which is super cool. We got that hip hop salt and pepper vibe, right? We have shapes, which is also about the space, and then we have clean and hygiene. And so these are all great videos that I think you guys should see because we're working with great talented kids. And today I want to talk to you about why we started McFly World, which is very important because you're seeing all these videos and you're like, who are these cool people behind all these cool videos? And talk about our fashion, the inspiration, and everything behind why we started McFly World and why it's important to us. So, as you can see, I'm here in the jungle. If you want to look around, I'm here in the jungle of Mexico. And my partner, Miss Fancy Flo, is in Canada. So, we're going to have a seat. Come join me as we learn and we talk about McFly World and our journey and why we're here for you guys. And I think it's really important that, for one, it was what inspired us. What inspired us is, one, it's the families and people like you at home that inspire us to want to create. I look at all my friends and their children and my nieces and my nephews, and I look at what they're watching. Yes, so we're going to talk about all the behind the scenes and inspiration that we've had in McFly World to create this wonderful, magical experience we're here to provide you. So one, like we said, we are inspired by the people and viewers at home. And secondly, we felt we would like to see more diversity presented in these videos. And we wanted to teach students more about our culture. What are the food that we eat? What are the traditions that we have? What are the different languages? And also branching out outside of not just US and Canada, but also in Brazil and in the Caribbean, also Africa. Africa is a continent. You know how big a continent is? It eats up the whole of North America and Russia. It's huge. So it's really important that we can touch a little bit more on those traditions, but also not forgetting getting to know a little bit more about the natives. Um, the natives that are out here. I don't like the term Aboriginal, but we do want to pay respects. There's all different types, in different parts of the world, like Canada, um, Australia. Like we know, there are also indigenous people of the Philippines. We also want to know about Chinese culture, which I've lived many years. I've traveled many years, 8 years, I would say, going to China and Japan, and I've been able to experience a lot of cultures there. And I think it's really important to collaborate um, in the future with some of our friends that will explain to us, how are their traditions and food and things that they like. So this is really important. So even though you're going to see more people like me, we're never going to exclude people like you. We want all colors of life because it's all about one love. And it's all about the human race, not just one race. So we need to end this race of being better and just come together and really unite one another and share all the great things that we have through music, dance, learning. So another thing that inspires us out here in McFly World is, I have to say, even just my partner, Miss Fancy Flo, which you'll get to meet her soon. She's super fun. She has a bright smile. She's super smart, and I enjoy working with her. And I think it's important to understand that as children in this pandemic and all these things that's going on and changes in the world, mental health is very important. And though some of us have to stay home a lot, it could be very cornering and very hard for you to express yourself. And I feel like, always feel like you can, always go outside. It's really important to go outside and, breathe in the air and drink water and have health, So our songs and our music is all about, learning about, yourself, having self-love, loving who you are, having confidence, being a leader, not a follower, and leading people into a place where, in this follow world, how we lead them in a good way, how can we show people how proud we are of who we are, as proud I am of my hair, of my style and the colors that I wear, the culture that I rock, my necklace from Kenya, and like my different clothing from Ghana, and all different types of part of the world, in Egypt. So, we have to make sure that these kids are going home feeling good about themselves, and not just being alone where everyone's in their phones in their house, but also when that child is watching that fun video, like watching us on the screen, the parents, the teens, the big brother, big sister can join and dance with us. And what's really important about our message and our music is to not baby the content that we're giving you and talk like goo goo gaga, doo doo da da, but to really just be like, hey, I like fruits, I like veggies, I like pears and my hair and all that fun stuff. Caring about your health is really important. What we put in our bodies also comes out in how we are as people. The thing that is important is to teach the colors of the rainbow through chakras, exercise, food, your hair, even affirmations. And affirmations, soon I'll have a video where it talks about all the positive things that you say to start your day off, so that you could start your day bright and empowered. And inspiration is just the shows that I grew up watching, that I wanted to be a part of a legacy of, if I'm no longer here or wherever, or something that we can keep here forever for us to see, is I love watching Sesame Street. And I love that Sesame Street was in New York, the streets of New York, and you had all kids, and they had kids like me, and they talked about letters and shapes and everyday life things, and that was a really great way to get connected to the kids of all over the world, and different puppets and energies. Another thing was, I love Magic School Bus because I look at myself as the Black Miss Frizzle, because she was like quirky, fun, hippie teacher, bringing her students on these fun adventures. And I work a lot with children in schools, elementary schools and everything, and daycares. And I was always that teacher that was just super different, that was just super fun and wild, and come on kids, let's go here. And I'm very theatrical, and I get on the floor with the kids, and I crawl and I act weird. And I felt like that's important for us as adults, to be big kids. It's very important not to be afraid, and not to be like adults only have to be serious. We have to be serious, but we have to enjoy life, and our children around us have to see how we enjoy life. So watching Miss Frizzle going on all these cool adventures, and I love adventures, and I travel a lot, I felt that reminded me of me, and I saw me in that, and I wanted to bring that to the world. I liked Arthur, I liked Zoom, there was Reading Rainbow, which I love, because, Levert, he would, have all these cool books, and he would tell you all about, you got to learn some cooking shows with him, and he'll tell you about all these cool books that I've learned about, which Anansi was my favorite childhood book, which I recommend you guys should read. So with this wonderful thing we're bringing you is also just making sure we're bringing you dance, we're bringing you culture. So learning is fun to learn, and I think that me growing up, this is something that I would have liked to see, and I feel it's about not complaining, but bringing the solution, that everyone is doing their part. All the other people like Blippi and Hip Hop Harry, these are all great people, and Gifted and Lit. These are all great things that other people that we see doing things, and I think it's important to share in our communities. People who write books, people who who create dolls, toys for kids, collaborating with them, collaborating with musicians and artists, creating different types of songs and music of different cultures, talking about fashion, in different traditions. So there's so much that we could learn from McFly World and from the rest of the world. I really hope that you guys could tune in, subscribe, like, share our content, because people need to see the greatness that we want to share with the world. And likewise, I would love to hear it back from you. So please give a like below if you like this video. I'm Leah McFly, and stay tuned for another video where you would hear Miss Fancy Flo, my partner in crime, who's going to talk to you about all the wonderful things she does and her side of the McFly world. And we thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care. Thanks for joining me, guys. See you later.
You're tuned into McFly World.